Hello everyone! In this episode, the Healthy Asian Cuisine is sharing a Malaysian super tasty snack called curry puff. It is a savoury pastry filled with curried potatoes, onion, corn and broccoli. We bake the puffs to produce lower fat, lighter and crispier pastry without added oil from the traditionally deep fry method. Let's get started with step 1, making the pastry dough. Measure out all-purpose flour and place into a large bowl. Add the rice flour and salt. Then mix all the ingredients evenly. Next, add the oil, then combine the oil and flour with a spatula. When the mixture becomes crumbly, gradually add water a little at a time. Note, mix everything just until it comes together. You may or may not require the full cup, 250 milliliters of water. With the spatula, mix and combine the water and flour. Then knead the combination with your hand to form a smooth, soft, non-sticky dough and lightly shape it into a ball. Wrap the bowl with plastic wrap and set aside in the fridge for about 1 hour while preparing and cooking the curry puff filling. In step 2, we are preparing the curry puff filling. Peel and cut the onion into small cubes, then finely chop the garlic. Next, slice the cleaned potatoes into 1 centimeter thick slices, then cut 2 or 3 times in different directions to create dices or uniform cubes about your pinky nail size. For the broccoli florets, simply slice them into much smaller pieces like this. Get ready the curry powder. Mix the powder with 3 tablespoons of water to become a thick paste. Step 3, cooking the filling. Begins by heating the oil in a large frying pan over medium-high heat. Add the diced onion and cook, stirring often for about 5 minutes or until softened and golden. Throw in the curry leaves, then stir for 1 minute or until aromatic. Next, add the garlic and stir fry for about 30 seconds. Then add the curry powder paste. Stir the curry powder paste and cook until aromatic. When the curry paste releases its fragrance, add the chopped potatoes and stir to coat. Add 2 cups of water, stir to combine everything, then cover to cook, stirring occasionally. Let cook until the potatoes soften in about 10 to 15 minutes. Then stir in the broccoli, followed by the corn. Next, add the sugar, salt, and black pepper. Continue to stir to combine everything evenly. At this moment, also taste the curry. Add more salt or other seasonings according to your taste and preference. Cook until the broccoli turns bright green and crisp, but not overdone. After cooking, scoop out the cooked curry puff filling into a big bowl and set aside to cool completely. While the dish is cooling, pick out the cooked curry leaves because they can be a bit chewy to eat. Towards step 4, make the curry puff. To begin, dusting a little bit of white flour over a work surface. take the rested dough out from the fridge, place it onto the work surface and lightly knead the dough a few times to become a smooth, soft dough. Then roll the dough into a 1-inch thick rope and cut the dough into a 30-gram pastry. Slowly roll each pastry into a round ball. Arrange and keep all the pastry balls in a lined flat container, then cover them with cling film or towel. To make a curry puff, take 1 pastry ball and flatten it into at least 3 millimeters thick rounded and slightly oval shaped disc. It doesn't need to be perfect. It can be at a diameter of 7 to 8 centimeters. Place a heaped tablespoon of cooked fillings into the center. Fold the dough in half and pinch the edges together until completely sealed. To make it pretty, plait the edges by using your thumb and finger as shown in this video here. Tidy up the end, then transfer the completed curry puff onto a tray lined with either a non-stick silicone mat or baking paper. Then cover it with a tea towel to prevent the puff from drying out. Note: to store completed curry puffs in a freezer for future consumption, arrange them in a shallow dish or flat container with a small gap between each other to prevent them from sticking with each other. Then put them into a freezer. When the curry puff has become hardened, place them in an airtight container or a sealable plastic bag. Curry puff can be kept in the freezer for up to 3 months. Now in step 5, cooking the curry puff. First, prepare a vegan egg wash by mixing 2 tablespoons of soya or almond milk with 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, making sure that the syrup is fully diluted in the liquid. Brush each curry puff's exterior with the vegan egg wash, then bake in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 to 25 minutes. Bake until the curry puff turns golden brown. This is our preferred method because it is a healthy choice compared to deep frying them in a pool of hot oil. We consume fewer calories too. Cool the baked curry puffs on the tray for 1 minute and then remove them to a rack to cool down further. Served curry puff as an all-day snack, cocktail food, or as light lunch or dinner. If preferred, you can serve them piping hot straight from the oven. If you like this video, please consider sharing and subscribing, and don't forget to click that little bell. If you try this recipe and love it, tag me on social media. Thanks for watching. Until next time, happy cooking.